Alright, this team, I will admit I made it entirely just because I found Kovok for a pretty cheap price, and I really just wanted to try him out. So this one takes advantage, no, it doesn't really take advantage of it at all. It uses its Digest Brain ability where he just heals for a decent amount, and I pretty much just use my Singing Sunflower to throw out Sunlight, throw up Photosynthesis, maybe a Solar Beam, but usually I just switch out and go into one of these two pets to actually attack. The Emerald Proto Whelp, well, actually I should probably talk about Sunlight. Sunlight, while it's out, all pets have 50% increased health, and it increases all healing done by 25%. Which is pretty nice, because Kovok has a really nice heal. And Emerald Proto Whelp has 2 ridiculously nice heals. Plus, heals scale off of your attack power, and the power Emerald Proto Whelp has, well, he has really high attack for having 2 heals. So his heals, this one heals you for 500 damage, which is about a basic attack's worth, plus a little bit more, plus it also increases your maximum health by whatever, it doesn't really matter. This team doesn't really take advantage of that maximum health buff. And then Emerald Dream. Emerald Dream is just a really ridiculously good heal. Basically, you fall asleep for 2 turns, you restore a little bit of health on your first turn, about double health on the next turn, and then triple the health on the 3rd turn. So it's really hard to kill the Emerald Proto Drake just because he heals regularly with Ancient Blessing, and then he just spams Breath or Emerald Bite, whichever one I choose. They both do the same damage, doesn't matter. And then I fall asleep with Emerald Dream if I'm getting a little bit too low, and I'll just go back up to full health because Emerald Dream heals for a ridiculous amount. And then Kovok, I just use Black Claw and Poison Fang to try to kill them. Black Claw, Kovok is the tankiest pet that can actually use this ability, because the only other ones that can use it are the Zandalari ankle renders and crap like that, and they're all super squishy. I don't think any of them have more than 1300 health. So they die really quickly, but they all hit really hard too. They're just too squishy to be used competitively. I use them for like the tournament, the Celestial Tournament, and that's about it. Kovok, though, he can actually use it in competitive PvP, so you throw out Black Claws, Poison Fangs, I'll take a crap ton of damage thanks to Black Claw, and then just heal it with Digest Brains, or throw out Black Claw, Poison Fang, then switch to the Emerald Proto Drake or the Lone Fire, or Singing Sunflower. Sorry, I nicknamed this dude after a Yu-Gi-Oh card that I use a lot. And yeah, it's just really nice because they're all have super survivability, and you just pretty much whittle down your opponent's team while just keep healing up like crazy. It makes pet matches go really long, but it's really hard for you to die too, because they all have such... Kovok's probably the squishiest of these two, because Photosynthesis heals like a truck with Sunflower out, because not only does it get the increased healing from Sunlight, but it also has an extra effect if you weather Sunlight, in that it just does double. So it heals for 25% more plus double, and it's a 5-round ability. So it's really hard to kill this dude unless you just stack like multi-turn abilities that all hit at once, like an Unborn Valk stacking Curse of Doom with a huge hit so you can't gradually heal up through the photosynthesis. Alright, going against a Submerge team. Little Ragnaros and Terrible Turnip are the only 2 pets that can use Submerge. Submerge's ability where for 2 turns they can't be attacked and they attack you for a little bit of amount, but it has a really long cooldown. And my team is totally fine against that because all 3 of my pets have nice heals. But he does have that Clockwork Gnome who has his own heal, but it doesn't really matter. I have a pretty good grasp on this guy. So I'm pretty much just waiting for him. Oh, he has Sunlight, so he's not going to be using Submerge. So I go into Kovok, my hard-hitting guy, so I can try to attack him. Thanks to Sunlight increasing my health by 50%. Oh, he does have Submerge? I thought he had Sunlight. Oh, I guess the add-ons off. Anyways, thanks to Kovok's Beast type ability and the fact that Sunlight is out increases my health by 50%. I get my Racial bonus, which increases my attack by 25% when I'm below 50% health quicker, you know, thanks to my artificially inflated health. And then I switch out because he has that type advantage over my Kovok, and I'm just going to go into my Lone Fire Blossom because I have the type advantage over his Clockwork Gnome. And then he goes into Little Ragnaros because he's going to set up his stupid Torrent while just going into his stupid, what's it called? Submerge. I get off my solar beam, which means I'm stuck for 2 turns. Well, that's fine because he's not going to kill me. Look how much health I have right now. I have 1,000 more health than I usually have because I've healed up so much thanks to sunlight. Because sunlight just increases your health by 50%. It doesn't actually, you know, give you the health. So the health, if you have 400 health and it's increased by 50%, it stays at 400. And if it, you know, you lose the effect, then your health goes down. But it's fine. I have photosynthesis out. He sets up his magma trap. He goes into submerge. I die. I mean, I activate the trap when I'm trying to refresh my photosynthesis, so he does have a little window of opportunity to kill me. I just go into my photosynthesis anyway because his little Ragnaros is almost dead. He goes into his terrible turnip. He does have the type advantage over me with his wave ability. But that's fine. He's faster than me, so I'm not going to risk a solar beam just in case he goes into roots. He goes into roots. I go into my Emerald Proto Drake. He has 2 really good heals. He's easily able to just survive this guy's roots. So I'm just going to pretty much just sit here and pass and wait for him to do his tiny bit of damage because he's not going to hit me. I mean, he's not going to kill me. There's no way he's going to kill me. His terrible turnip, though, is taking advantage of the sunlight as well with his leech seed, healing up for a little bit. Then he goes back into his clockwork gnome. I can't really use my bite on him, so I'm just gonna heal up and then switch out. He sets up his... Oh, actually I keep going. Well, as long as he doesn't have blitz, I should be fine. Pretty sure he doesn't though. Yep, he goes into his repair. Just fine. Now I'm not going to switch out because I'm going to try to get off that hit. Oh, it does only have a 90% chance to hit, so I could miss, which would suck. And it looks like he'll probably... I probably should have just attacked that one last time to actually kill him. Oh well. I go into my Lone Fire Blossom. He has a type advantage over his Tin Man. I'm going to set up photosynthesis first, and then sunlight. He's faster than me, so I have to be careful with the solar beam, otherwise he'll submerge and I'll just waste it. I activate sunlight, so I'm not gonna die anytime soon. I go into Kovok so that he can kill Root of Evil, or just heal up and, you know, wait out his roots. This is like the longest I've ever... This is like probably the longest match I've ever had against a team that isn't all about healing. The team has 2 heals, and they're not really all that great heals, but it's enough for him to outlast me because I made a couple of poor decisions. His submerge is gone, and I'm just going to try to Emerald Bite him to death. I have that 50% damage boost, so as long as he doesn't move out, I should be able to kill him. Almost. Super close to killing him. It hit really hard, but he's not dead. He decides to stay into his root because if he switches to the other guys, actually if he switches into his Tin Man, he'd be fine. The 90% hit chance misses at the worst possible time, but that's fine. My back line is still pretty alive. He still doesn't switch out, so whatever. It's his loss. I guess he was trying to attack my backline pet. I guess he doesn't know that my Singing Sunflower still has his photosynthesis up. My Emerald Pro Drake's faster than him and has a damage boost, so his Ragnaros is dead. He really should have went into his Tin Man. I'm not sure why he did it. I go into Emerald Dream so I can heal all the way back up while he sets up his whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to heal up back to full. So he takes his opportunity to heal it back to full because he knows he's not going to do anything to me. I go into my Lone Fire Blossom because I have the type advantage over him and he can't switch out to avoid my solar beam anymore. So I'm going to play it safe, set up my photosynthesis. He sets up his second turret, which is fine, doesn't matter. I take less damage from all of his attacks and I do extra damage to him with all my attacks. So I pretty much have this in the bag. All I have to do is solar beam him a couple of times because it hits really hard at him. Wasn't quite enough to kill him. Now I have to wait 2 turns for him to try to come back to life. He's going to try to kill me slowly with his turrets, but that's not going to happen because I'm healing up 200 every turn with photosynthesis. He's going to try to attack me a little bit, but all I did is get off 1 more solar beam and he's dead. He hits me 1 last time before kicking the bucket. Thanks to my Singing Sunflower and his solar beam.